gonna have to do like an at everyone. And in general.
I'll do it. I got you. At everyone, or do you mean at Brotherhood? At everyone?
Yeah, everyone in general chat. Yeah. But this is highly likely this is all we're gonna get because of the timing.
Guys, they can't join. It's locked. No one can join.
Oh, it's locked. Oh, it's open. It's open.
Yeah, it was locked.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I forgot all about that. There's a lock feature. Alright, my bad, guys. I didn't know that was locked. Okay. Yeah.
That shit's funny as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I was like, where is it?
Lupo, yeah, Lupo's like, it's locked.
Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. Alright, this will be recorded. Recording is starting. Sorry for the quality of the video. I wanted to export it, but it would have taken me like another half an hour to get it exported, and I didn't want to make everyone wait even longer. Just getting everyone a chance to get settled in. I've got a few things I'm working on personally to get this ready. How is everybody doing? Everyone doing good?
What is going on right now, chat? Guys, you there?
Yeah, sorry, I'm out of breath. I had to go run across the house to grab something. Sorry. Okay. Everybody seems to be here that's going to be here. I'm going to get ahead to get started. I'm going to fast forward the video because this is supposed to play for 10 minutes. This is just a buffer. And then we'll get started with our anthem, and then we'll get into the meeting.
Democracy is non-negotiable. Display patriotism. Display our flag for all to witness.
From forge to field, from oath to flame, we rise, we fight, we never fall.
We march as one, through storm and flame, our banner high, our steel untamed. Where cowards flee, the Warborn stand, with fire forged, heart and iron hand.
Who holds the line when all seems lost?
There's supposed to be sound in this?
Are you not hearing the audio?
No, I hear nothing.
Oh my god.
Through smoke and night, the Warborn rise and bring the fight.
You cannot hit any.
The shield sound the
What if I put it to OBS? So there wasn't any sound before this either then.
No, there was nothing. I thought it was just supposed to show the emblem the whole time.
No, that's why I was testing it before. Alright. What is this? Share stream audio is on. Everything is on. Interesting, it's not showing any audio.
Are you streaming the app or are you streaming your screen?
I was streaming that app. Let's try. I'm gonna have to full screen it the whole time I do it. You just tell me if it makes it makes the correct sound. Not that. Sure. Want to back it up and you tell me if it makes it audio.
Let's play. Oh yeah, there it is. Yep. It's there.
Alright, we have to do it this way. This is gonna be really weird, but sorry about that. Is it gone? Wait, when I mute, does it go away?
Democracy.
The heck is going on?
Oh, those guys.
I don't know. It just disconnected me from the stream. There's not an automatic.
Sorry, bear with us.
I'm gonna try one more fucking time. It's really annoying. I don't know why it just disconnected me. Oh, I see what happened. I'm not gonna be able to read the chat, so you just have to tell me what's going on, basically.
I got you. Yeah, don't worry. I'll tell you if someone says something. I'll be like pause or whatever. As long as you can hear me, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it this way. Fast forward this to here. Alright, you can hear?
Yep.
Okay.
Democracy is non-negotiable. Display patriotism. Display our flag for all to witness.
From forge to field, from oath to flame, we rise, we fight, we never fall.
We march as one through storm and flame. Our banner high, our steel untamed. Where cowards flee, the Warborn stand. With fire forged, heart and iron hand.
Who holds the line when all seems lost? The Warborn stand, no matter the cost. Who brings the dawn through smoke and night? The Warborn rise and bring the fight. Raise the shield, sound the cry. We were born so war may die. From shattered earth to burning sky, we are the Warborn, do or die.
Beneath the helm, our brothers vow to past and future, here and now. Through blood and ash, we make our way. The price of peace is what we pay.
Iron speaks and silence falls. We are the hammer when duty calls. Ours is the burden, ours the flame. But never once we cry or blame.
Raise the shield, sound the cry. We were born so war may die. In unity, no fear, no lie. We are the Warborn, do or die. And victorious. And victorious.
Okay. We'll go ahead and get started with the State of Warborn. That's our first segment. I can gonna pop over and see what say anything. But
Like you're streaming. Is there any more like before you go on? Is there any more like important video clips with music or whatever? Would you want to stream it regularly?
There is more audio, but it's not until a later part. So we'll be okay until then. So I
I don't know
can.
if you want to hear your voice twice so we can mute the stream or something. I don't know. Till then.
Oh, I see.
I was like, no.
Here, let's do like that. There's no music in
Alright,
this
cool.
part. All right. All right. So the state of Warborn, state of the group as a whole, and what's happening within our server and the people within. So this month of July was kind of an interesting month. We saw a lot of people come out of retirement or return to the chapter from Legacy Warborn. And we also saw a lot of new faces here and elsewhere within Warborn come back from like our old affiliates of different types. We've been talking to old affiliates like Shin's First and trying to branch out to some of our older faction leads. Warborn right now is doing pretty well for itself when we are stacked up against other factions in like Fallout 76 like area. The season itself for Fallout 76 is a pretty mid season for most people. I mean, some people really like the
Give me
fishing.
BOS content.
Some people really like the fish stuff, but there's a lot of people who didn't like this season, what it had to give. So there's not a lot of people online as there normally is. Um, Overall, the server is really healthy. We went through a few things. We tried auto mod. We disabled auto mod. We are working on the
I
soundboard
love
still.
hearing Automod and just seeing people find workarounds with the Automod. I miss it. Bring it back.
No, it's okay.
Automod 2025.
No, we got rid of that. We didn't need that. Um, got rid of that. Warborn finalized its server name as just Warborn, as opposed to just BOS Warborn, which it has been for over 2 years, which is going to help us
Branch out to different games.
branch out different games, find our identity better as Warborn with Brother of Steel as well, though, because just saying BOS Warborn isn't as catchy to some as just Warborn, and it's easier in game.
Bruh. Automod was the, I don't know if you remember, a lot of people would just start cussing, like saying fuck or whatever in chat, and they would just disappear. And it would say, don't do that. If you did it too much, it would like time you out. And yeah, it's a good thing.
Yeah, so we haven't had too many case files open up this month, which is pretty good. That's fantastic. So not many
Good
case.
job, everyone, on that. Yeah, all around for that. No case files. Yeah, I mean, no drama.
Very minimum. Yeah, very minimum to that. We've seen second and thirds doing really well, reviving.
Yeah.
Our first and third, my bad. Second is doing fucking fantastic. You guys are doing a great
Go
job.
second. Woo.
Um, we'll say
Well, third. Let me get a shot. Third division, Mythic. You stuck around. Good shit, man. Third division's growing. We'd like to see that shit. Yeah. We got Raven. We got Nocturne. We got we got a lot of people out there, man.
as the server gets more active, we'll be more reliant on our middle leadership to be able to handle the Warborn force, whichever one they're with, because as it gets bigger, it's going to become more impossible for us to manage, or for me at least. So that's why we need to rely on our elders and those who are trusted to be capable of such things.
I feel like once Helldivers comes on Xbox, I feel like we'll get a lot more people in Warborn, but for like Helldivers, I mean it's a good thing, but I feel we'll pop off a lot
Mhm.
more, and we'll be able to play with everyone. So super excited to see that happen.
Yeah, and I also think that I've been trying to be more active with 76, but those of you who know me, my main focus for Warborn is the Warborn story, and I have been working on that the
It's looking
entirety of my time
fantastic, dude. It's fucking awesome, dude.
behind the scenes. If you are a uh, server booster, you can see some of our uh, in progress art and content. That's right. Yeah, that's a good point, Claire. Yeah, December's the new TV season. That is true. I posted the trailer for it a couple months ago in Elder's Console or COS, one of the two. I didn't want to share it with the server because it was leaked at the time. Um, yeah, that's a while back. Okay. Um, I was taking a look at like Warborn as a whole. From for those who don't know, we started all the way in I think the beginning of April of 2023, and we grew pretty large by I'd say the end of 2024. Um, no, not even that. I'm lying to you. Hold on. February is when I retired of February of 2024. I retired for 2 months, and then the server was nuked by us, and then we came back at the end of April. And so after all of that, what Warborn has became since from the beginning of or the end of April of 2024 to now, it has been phenomenal. Everyone's been doing a fantastic job. Everyone has made something I could say I'm proud to be a part of. Because this group has become something that I didn't think was going to happen. Because last ago, it just the atmosphere was just not brotherhood. So I'm happy with what we've accomplished. Um, we're gonna keep moving together. I really appreciate any server suggestions, which you can do that. Um, by the way, in the server, for those that don't know, our enlistment changed. We used to come in and fill out the Fluffy bot, but due to Fluffy bot constantly going down, I finally made a decision to remove it from the server. I got after the last time it went down, it was enough because I went to the Fluffy's management server and I messaged them, and there's only one guy working on it pretty much. Um, when I at him, one of the times it was down, they didn't even know that the bot was down. I that pretty much gave me all I needed to know, all the indication I needed that the bot was either dying, dead, or not worth using. So we removed it, and we opened up our ticket management system, and the contact and information. And with that channel, you can enlist, you can put in your Warborn scroll, you can contact us about putting in emojis for the server, or you can contact us about suggestions, anything like that. Any of that is what we'll need. So that'll be all in information. Alright, time to do the next section. Next section? Where is the Warborn story? Where is it? It's been a while. We worked on the Blue Rain Crusade months ago, and currently right now it's being made into multimedia format. Um, the Blue Rain Crusade was such a phenomenal hit with Warborn and with the server that I wanted to make it lasting, and I wanted our story that we make together to feel like something we actually make together and move off of. I want it to be able to go beyond just the server, and in order to do that, we have to make it like a professional story, and to a degree, and to really market it to other people. So a lot of the story of the Blue Ring Crusade didn't get retconned, but get condensed, and a lot of the audio logs from that are getting condensed into a new format of audio log, which I will share before the meeting is over. Some of you have already listened to the first audio log of what it sounds like,
It's fire.
of what it's to be expected. We want this to be able to be listened to other people, like on TikTok and YouTube places, and like really enjoy the story, and perhaps even get people liking it that aren't even part of Warborn who follow us on those sites as well. So my plans for the Warborn story as of right now, I am about halfway through the prologue for the story, um, for writing it and drawing it. I've already drawn quite a few panels for it and colored it, and I need to finish out this section of the story, which I dub it as the Brotherhood section. The first section I dubbed as the Enclave section. Once those two parts get finished, and I get to the point where Iron Snow is deploying and is caught up in deploying into Skyline Valley, that is when we will begin our first mission, and also will be when we deploy the first server choices for the comic strip itself. The server will be making decisions on it, and I plan on having a server decision every 2 to 4 panels. So I can draw. It's usually I can draw a panel per day. Sometimes two, depending on what the panel is. If it's got a background, that usually takes a whole day. If it doesn't have a background, it's just a character. I can usually do 2 of those. So basically, you're looking at least a choice a week, and I'll be relying on people in the story chat, our server boosters, to help me decide on what those choices should be, and make it monumental enough of a decision. Like, are we going to let's for an example, this isn't happening. Let's say there's a death claw. Do we have a knight grab a sledgehammer, or do we have them grab a combat shotgun? What would they be a higher chance of surviving, and things like that? Or maybe it'll be naming a city, or uh, determining someone's actions. Like, if they're talking to someone and they ask them a sincere question, you determine their speech check, determine whether or not they succeed or fail, things like that, and we'll determine the actual direction the story goes, who lives, who dies, and where does Warborn become the good guy or the bad guy. That's pretty much where we're going with that. And I know some people might like this or might not like this. I only have like There's only one person in the story I have essential to the story. You know how Fallout 4 has essential characters. The only essential character I have to the Warborn story is Abigail, because what she has for the story is like extremely important. Um, Beyond the Blood Vamp Crusade, I already have something planned for that. Um, it's going to be another server takeover, um, kind of like how the virus did, but it's not a virus. That's all I'm gonna say. It's not a virus. Um, and I think the second, I think the one after the Blood Vamp Crusade will be more dramatic than the first time. It's not a sickness; it's something way worse.
Yeah, some people, I'm not gonna say who names, kind of ruin that blood hold thing. I'm not saying who.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. There was a certain elder who didn't care
Really?
about his division and wanted to get sick as possible. Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. Hmm.
No, Clary took was good. Um, so that's it for the Warborn story. I'm still working on it. That's actually why I've not been doing as many patrols. Because I'm on every single day, every day, all the time. Whenever I'm out of work. The thing is, I'm working on this story, and it takes such a long time to do it. With me working 10-hour shifts and working overtime, it's hard for me to find time to do it. So that's why it's taking such a long time. I would like it to be done faster, but I'm also my real life job is quality, and I'm not going to sacrifice the quality of something of Warborn to this degree, because this is going to be used for many things. There's so many things on hold for the Warborn story, including business cards, Warborn's website, and beyond. All right, so that is the Warborn story. Let's move on to the next part. Yes, we're getting
Real life
business
comes
cards.
first. Yeah.
The business card will lead to a section on the website that has the story, and it'll be useful for like handing it to people, and they can see the story right away and make a decision whether or not they want to enlist or be a part of the server. Okay, this segment is all about awards. This is about like you guys and and what we're doing with Warborn. What I've done this month and I want to try and I want to do for further months is we don't hold back our rank promotions to the end of the week or end of the month. So I wanted to do something with that. And the thing with most room for growth was our medals because we weren't getting enough medals out to people. And we weren't getting enough. Warborn has a huge roster of medals to be able to hand out, and we just simply weren't for various reasons. How it's going to work going forward is when someone you think earns a medal or you think should earn a medal, you either tell your leadership. You can use the contact button if you want. You can use that if you want to be more anonymous about it. It'll be more quiet. It'll just be only admins who know that. Then um, you tell them, and we'll put it in there and put a reason why, and we can make a decision if we think that person deserves the medal for that. Obviously, it'll be harder to get like the Medal of Eternal Steel, but like smaller medals like bronze stars, silver stars, and gold stars, they'll be a lot easier to hand out to us. Okay, so with that ado, those who are here, Cleary and Mythic, are there any of the medals that you guys want to hand out personally?
You want to speak on stage? You can speak on stage, by the way, Clary. Just
Yeah,
click the button.
you guys can. Hello, you're muted.
Hello, hello.
Hello.
What up? Welcome.
Thank you so much for this opportunity. There is one medal I wanted to give in particular, a one for being wounded in the field of duty. I wanted to give this to Paladin Jackson, the Purple Heart, who unfortunately lost a leg in service to the Brotherhood. He was nuked and was missing in action for 3 days before our teams were able to extract it and get him to medical attention. It is only by his steel that he endured. He wore the armor of conviction, which made him unbreakable. Thank you for your service, Paladin.
Woo! Yeah! Go Jackson.
Hell yeah. I was looking for the soundboard, but I guess the soundboard's not available to me. Not in a stage? Alright, whatever.
That's the one I wanted to give personally.
Alright, cool. Now that it's given, you can feel free to put it into accolades at any time and give it to him. Anytime. So, other accolades. Alright, so that one was for that one. I'm gonna go over some more accolades. Since we already did the Purple Heart, I'm gonna go over some other Purple Hearts too. That currently have. For Operation Burn Road, we had many of our soldiers go down during that event. Many injuries were to be had during that operation. It was a super helldive patrol, and we don't normally have those a lot in first. And we did super helldives all week. The entire week was super helldives, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with what super helldive is, it's no legendary mods, no legendary perk cards. You only have one life at all. You do 75% less damage. You take 900% more damage. There's mutated enemies, and it's overall really hard. Really hard. But enough of that. We had some people go down during that, a lot of injuries, and those people are. We had these people got purple hearts. Would be Pendragon, Lupo,
Oh, thank you.
Nora, Zombie, and Mando. All of you will be receiving purple hearts for your efforts during the operation during the week. Okay.
We did it, boys. We made it to the leaderboard.
All right. Now we have a couple bronze cogs to give out. So first two bronze cogs go out to Lancer Loki, Lancer Lego. Next we have Junior Scribe Aurora and Initiate Herbrus for previous service.
Congratulations on your bronze cog. Congrats.
All right.
W's in the chat. W's in the chat.
Thank you.
I just want to say at least once.
Okay. I have a couple gold cogs to give out too. Knight Commander Hoshi will be receiving a gold cog, and so will Knight Templar Starborn. I don't know what for though. There's nothing listed here. Congratulations. If you remember what it's for, Clary, I would love to know what the.
What? The wings, whatever.
No, they got gold cogs. Hoshi and Starborn.
Cleary. Gold call equals 100 patrols.
Thank you.
Oh, I forgot I was still on the stage muted. Yeah. They completed 100 patrols on the report, so good job, folks.
Thank
Good
you.
job.
That was my task. I was trying to see if he was there. I was trying to see.
I was putting in the awards in the accolades channel. I forgot I was still on the stage.
Okay. All right. And then we have two more awards. One of them in which in Warborn is one of the hardest to get, and I'm quite impressed. And did Clear get out that one or the other one first? I have ADHD, so my brain's drawing a blank.
I did the Purple Heart. I
Okay,
didn't do
thank you.
that one.
Okay, cool. Okay, I wanted to be sure. All right, Paladin Jackson. Um, would you be willing to get on stage if you're here? Are you willing and able? Okay, cool. Hello.
Hi, Elder. Hi, Inquisitor. Brothers and sisters of steel.
Um, nice to see you. I wanted to go ahead and we wanted to award you this medal, which in Warborn, very, very few people have achieved this medal, which is completing 200 patrols and earning the Wings of Victory, which is an impressive feat by like all means. Like 200 patrols is nothing to laugh at. That is a lot of dedication to Warborn, its server, and its time. I mean, I've known people who've been here for the full 3 years who don't have 200 patrols. I do congratulate you and thank you for your service with Warborn. Is there anything you wanted to say about the road to getting to 200 patrols and what that meant to you?
We killed a lot of shit, didn't we, second? That's pretty much it. We just show up, host them, make content. Every time you host a patrol, it matters because it gets people engaged with the server. It's a huge deal. And it doesn't matter if it's a simple thing or a long story. Welcome every single task that you could make for everyone. And thankful that I got to enjoy Fallout 76 with the highest quality people there are. So appreciate it, guys.
A Victorian Paladin.
At Victorium.
Ad Victorium indeed. Thank you for that. Okay. Um, the last medal I wanted to give out is for Paladin Lupo, and I'll explain what it is and why. So, I wanted to award Paladin Lupo the Blue Star, and the reasoning. Let me explain what it is first. You guys know what it is, because now some of you aren't up to date on your codex. You don't know what it is. Um, the Blue Star is one of our valor medals, but it is earned by a demonstration of bravery, resilience, and commitment to under fire. The Blue Star is the Brotherhood's commendation for those who hold their ground when others would falter. It's awarded to members who show exceptional resolve in combat, complete key objectives under duress, or survive underwhelming engagement through grit and Brotherhood training. The reasoning I'm awarding Lupo this star is because during the Super Hell Dive patrols we had all week, previous week prior, every single one was Super Hell Dive, and each time we were there, Lupo was always volunteering to take point, always was trying to look for ways to accomplish the mission when it was extremely difficult. People were dying left and right, and he actually made a build where I didn't think a build would be possible that involved something that didn't have any legendaries at all and was able to effectively take out enemies quickly with 75% less damage and them doing 900 damage to us. And it was quite impressive. So that is why I am awarding Lupo the Blue Star.
Congrats, Lupo!
Okay. That is the end of our metal section. We're gonna move on. Brotherhood Roundtable. Okay. I need to figure out what the hell I meant by that. I'm sorry. What did I mean by that? I put Brotherhood Roundtable.
Brotherhood Roundtable. All right,
Yeah.
everyone, please. um,
Hold on.
I mean,
Let me see what
I
I meant
think
by
so.
that.
Like, wait. So if it's like how like at work does, it's a round table. You get like lower enlisted, and you bring them on stage, and you ask them questions or something that they would like see in the future in Warborn. You look like that if you want.
I think it is. Well, I actually have it written down. I had to just go to my document, what I had for it. This is a Q&A or control discussion for things with prompts. Let's what does Warborn mean to you? And asking about suggestions. Okay, yeah, it's basically that. So, um, yeah, for this part, I'd like to talk to you guys about, is there any questions you have for me, for Warborn? That would be a really good time. You could talk about anything. This is the time of the meeting where we can talk about whatever you want to talk about. Um, anything at all. Give it a few.
Questions you might have or
Okay.
something
Nerf wants to
bugs
say
you.
something.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
that goes.
hello.
So with the state of Helldivers coming to Xbox, will there be more of an uptick in cross-platform patrols in terms of Helldivers between first, second, and third?
Oh, absolutely. I don't even look at that game as like uh that really. There will be more crossplay events with Helldivers. I know. When August 26th comes around and that update gets dropped, Warborn will be doing an entire week event there in Helldivers, and I love the way they have it set up to where each person's ship together is their version of a squadron with all those Helldivers on board. So I would love to see people come together. Those who have Brotherhood Steel tag have like a duty for those who are joining the server just for Helldivers to help guide them through. I want those to count as patrols, so I did put up a format for how to do it. So basically, it's every 3 missions you'll make a report, and it don't have to be fancy. It just has to have the people's names added, and you could just put the reason as the mission. It doesn't really matter to me too much as long as you get the report in, so you get credit. Um, so what those 3 missions could be, it could be one trivial mission, 2 trivial missions. It could be a super hell dive and a level 7, and then it could be an entire operation, the whole operation. A big operation is usually 3 missions. Smaller ones are 2, so you might have to do an extra one depending, but it's 3 missions, and we'll do more with that with Helldivers. The more it develops, the more we'll see action there. And with it coming to Xbox, um, we chose Helldivers as, or say I chose Helldivers as another front for Warborn just because it's rare to see a game that a faction dedicated to one game has as well and is active on, and Helldivers is that rare game. Most people in Warborn have that game. Um, at least on first and third, and some people in second even have it because they use it on their PlayStation or PC depending. And so yeah, we'll definitely see a lot more events in Helldivers. Um, that there. I guess that brings me to remind me there is a separate ranking system for Helldivers, and it gets overwritten by your Brotherhood rank. But if you do want that rank, you can add Elders Council to give it to you. We'll give you a check, and in the Super Earth Armed Forces category. Um, it's Helldiver Initiate, Helldiver Apprentice, um, Helldiver Journeyman, and Senior Helldiver, and that is based off your rank in game and your server XP with Warborn. Okay, do you have anything else, Nerf?
Nope, that was it. You went over all the topics that I was gonna ask.
Oh, okay, cool. Alright. Mythic wants to speak.
Can you hear me?
Hello, Mythic. Yes, I hear you.
Hey, the internet's out at work, so I'm kind of choppy. So I'm in and out working right now. I kind of caught a little bit of what you were saying about the Helldive patrols. I just wanted to confirm there's no request needed for those, right? Since they're kind of just, it'll take amount of time it takes to do 3 of them. It varies depending. And if you're doing like 9 or 10 in a row, do you just do all of them at the end as a report? 1, 2, and 3, or how many you do at the end? Or do you need to like schedule each one in a request and then put it as an event up at the top of this server?
That's a good question. For the event itself is the request. So like that's the request is when we schedule. I put out a request for everyone. The patrol report though is based on everyone else. You need to make one every 3 missions. So if you make one and just copy paste it even and just change it from -1 to -2, that's fine. Because it's for the Helldivers during that week. Once that week is over, you'll have to request missions for it because that's a special event week, and it's meant to promote activity on there and promote patrols on Helldivers. So if you can just copy paste it and not have to fill out a request each time you do it, it'll be faster. And let me go ahead and answer this before I get this question. If you have the same people and the times for your mission is drastically far apart, but it's within that 7-day week, you can still make a report about it. I know I'm gonna get asked that question. Yeah, if you put multiple missions beyond 3 on the same report, you're doing it wrong. At least wrong to how I want it formatted. You're actually stealing from yourself for like credit. I guess the only time that'd be really acceptable is if you only did 5 missions or something, like you didn't do the 6th one. Okay. You have any other questions?
Nope, that's it. I'll get off stage.
Okay. Alright, is there any other questions people have before we move on to the rest of the stuff? Going once, going twice. Alright, moving on. Moving on.
I have a question. Let's do this. Guys, what is your goals for Warborn?
My goal for Warborn currently is I want to make Warborn have a story that is dynamic and adaptive to the group to the point where we no longer have to rely on Bethesda for a story and we can rely on ourselves and the story can be dynamic and I want to get our name out there and I would love to repair um our reputation from rumors that happened because people got mad they got banned. But that's not going to happen. So the only way to offset that really is to just focus within. That's why we don't work on too much faction relations because there's always an ulterior motive. When will the head paladin be getting a sandwich? When pigs fly. I have no idea. I don't know. Okay, moving on. That was kind of the thing we just did. In the Forge. I don't know if you guys are going to do this one, but so in the Forge, what this is meaning is I want to hear about your character growth this month. If you want to write something in chat, Like, what did you do this month within Warborn that you consider to be growth for yourself within the server? I made quite a bit of patrols myself. Uh, I did a lot. Like, I know it looks like I did less patrols than I did, but I did time slots for some of my patrols to where I really did double. So I did like 21 patrols in 1 week. Yeah. No. 10 patrols in 1 week, and then 20 then. Yeah, 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks, 21 patrols. That's right. I can count math. Math good.
Ugh. Math, good. Ugh.
Jose and talking. That's good. Yeah, a lot of times talking in the patrol is difficult to do sometimes. I know sometimes in the serious patrols, when people host those, uh, they don't know what they're so afraid to mess up they don't say anything, which is kind of worse sometimes. So it's good to talk. I found my first patrol actually. I posted it in media. Raven says they came back to Warborn and able to shake off the dust and really quick to get back and make patrols and help Third get more active. And I do appreciate you being here. Many people don't know you, but I still remember you being the first elder for Third. Still remember that. Mythic says, I've got to start closing procedures. Thanks for everyone in Third showing up. If you have any questions for me, I guess, feel free to post openly. Have a good night. He's very proud of the uptick in events and member interaction in Third this month. Jackson says you
Yeah,
must
everyone
rally
watch
the...
third chat. It's been great.
Yes. Jackson says you must rally the warriors with your steel. Nurse says they collaborated with Lancer Loki and Lancer Templar Rev to make massive bases for Aurora's patrols. That's really cool. Does this mean Nerf can no longer chastise me? I have no idea. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. What is this?
The chain that binds does not allow me to see that below. No, I'm just kidding. I have no idea. Should duty be chastised? Alright, well, I mean, this is the dirty to learn. We're all family here at Warborn. Lupo says, Warborn has taught me to uphold consistency. I'm a freelancing graphic designer, IRL, and the key to be consistent. Otherwise, you're stagnating. You are in a stagnating pit. Warborn has taught and helped him practice his craft as he makes squad logos, which he did a good job making his squad logo using the Warborn format. If there are any squad leaders that don't have the Warborn format to make their own squad logo, message me so I can send you the blank template. There's a blank template that you can have to make your own logo for your squad, and we will upload it to the server. We have quite a few. I like Abigail Winter's Iron Snow personally, but I mean, there's a lot. Stetson says that Warborn has gotten him back into doing art. That's good. Art is one of my favorite forms of expression. Loki says that they just wanted to see real quick. Warborn is like night and day from when he left and came back. I haven't really dealt with any drama, and if there was anyway, it's talked out instead of other things. It's great to be part of here again. Also, Warburn has taught them how to juggle trading and running patrols as well as learning audio mixing, which they haven't done except for making sound alerts years ago. Yeah, it's good to be creative. Warborn's a great creative outlet to be able to do things. I always get confused. You might have seen it before. A lot of times, sometimes people get mad at one particular thing on Warborn and they'll leave and they'll go make another BOS group just to do the exact same thing and have the same problems there. And I'm just like, well, you could have just did that here with less problems. But yeah, I do appreciate you returning, and we're trying to get the drama low. The leadership we have right now, I almost want to say, is pretty seasoned. They seem to be the oldest, allowed me to get back in the role playing and enjoy group events. Well, I mean, let's see. The ages of the group vary from 14 all the way. We had someone in here that was 68 once. It varies. Nurse to make a campaign. Night. I'm gonna butcher this. I apologize. Night Hitty has said they have been haven't had absolute blast in third. They haven't had this much fun in 76 for months. Looking forward to where third is going to go. Raven. Oh, I do want to mention this for you specifically, third. You guys are XP based right now, and I want you to understand, just in case it hasn't been well said, that the XP system right now is extremely exploitable. And I don't mean that's like the guy go exploit the XP system. What I mean is the combat mission board. You can make your own combat missions, and as long as they get approved, you can still carry out your own mission, as long as they get approved. But like if it's making something dumb, we're obviously not going to approve it. But if it's depending on what difficulty it is, but if you make like a serious, well thought out tier ass mission, we'll approve it. And those XP for those missions help you rank up extremely fast. Like
I didn't know that.
S rank missions can get you practically to paladin with a few of them. That's specifically for third, though. Second and first are chapters right now. When third hits 20 members, they'll have another elder elected, and then they'll lose XP status, and then it'll be managed by that elder.
Yeah. Get out there, third division. Whoop. Y'all doing great things.
All right. I'm going to take a look at the chat a little bit more. We got to keep moving. I don't want to keep us here too long. All right. I'm going to go specifically over first. I do want to read what Clary has to say first. Clary has been uncovering the true nature of Altersight and his last few patrols and preparing to launch a counter-strike into where the Scorched Beasts originate. He's going to host some tabletop patrols D&D where teams infiltrate their lair over various time slots. Other divisions will be welcome to participate. He'll limit the participation to fire teams of 4 with strict limits of 3 hours, but the patrol will evolve without that particular group needing to meet again to finish the story. He'll also be adding some thematic missions to the mission board for everyone to join 76. I love that. Alright, moving on to like the forces specifically. I'm going to go over each one. I contacted the elders and head paladin over the week to discuss with them the player activity and members, and we talked about every single person in the server. And want to talk about strengths, weaknesses, how they've been. I would message every single person. I've done that before, but it takes an extremely long time for me to message 200 people. And I actually found out the hard way that Discord actually rates limits you for making new messages. So I need to rely on the elders and Mythic to be able to talk to you guys. Nora's not here right now, but when I talked to Nora about first, we put into retirement or non-combatant a few people. First is in a strange state. There are people on in first, and there's people who play in first, but the time zones of the people in first are all over the place. It is all over the place. It's hard to get people to play on the same time in first. The best times for first seem to be roughly around 4 p.m. ish Central Time. That's a good mix between UK and Central Time for USA people, except people that work later. I'm trying to host more patrols at different times. I know I can't make the early ones. Overall, first is still doing good. I do appreciate Lupo and other people pushing it forward. When the story is more done, I do want to do more recruitment patrols. I plan on doing a recruitment patrol tomorrow using my old script. I found my script for recruitment, which is it's an adaptation of Dance's speech to you, and it's really good. So I wanted to use that and do some. I'll record it for people. Overall, first is good. First doesn't have a Sentinel General right now. Its leadership is pretty minimum, which is for the best because of its activity. Overall, the people that matter are still there. Everyone that's on there is someone that's been really good for the group. You gotta ask yourself sometimes quantity versus quality. Right. Go to next. Talk to. Oh my god, I glitched it. I knew I'd have that happen. There we go. Second. Alright, so talk about second. I did talk to Cleary at some point during the week for a long time. I got updated on how all of you were doing, and in second, and how things have been going. Hold on. It's playing on its own. Runaway slides. Okay. I want to say you guys are doing a fantastic job. Second, as it is right now, is a good morale booster for the other forces of the server. You guys continuing to do what you do best and work hard and pay forward really is doing us good work. Every single Warborn force or division in this server has had time in the limelight as the most populated force. Third's had it, first has had it, and second has had it. Each one, whenever each force has the most people, it's almost like the responsibility of being the foundation moves over to you. So you have to really instill that and keep it strong, because it can get difficult for everyone, and seeing you weather the storm, it really does push other people forward. Yep. It wasn't too long ago on this server that third was the biggest with what Plasma had brought in, and in Legacy Warborn, first was ginormous. Okay. Alright. I'm going to talk about third. something. Third's been doing a really good job back on track. Before, with John being here, as much as I like John as like a person, as management skills
He's
were...
doing a great job. We miss John. Come back, John
Oh,
2026.
yeah, sure. John caused a lot of issues, more than I have public. I didn't know that he didn't have a single serious patrol at all, and he always people were like not wanting to patrol with him because it didn't feel brotherhood. It felt like brotherhood on acid.
Look, I want to take acid and play Fallout 76. That sounds
All right, gonna keep moving. But right now, Thir's doing a good job. Okay, let's move on.
fun.
We're almost done with this. All right, I'm gonna play the first holotape of the story.
Are you changing stream type?
I'm about to. I'm glad you had a serious patrol with him once, Finn. I had a hard time getting him to do serious patrol. When he would play with us on first, he didn't know how to
We had to
listen.
ban him. We had
Yeah.
to ban him from first patrols. That's how bad it was.
Yeah. For what it's worth, he did prove a lot of people wrong. That he was incapable of any leadership at all. I think he was good at leadership. He just, I don't think Elder was the right place for him. But because of the circumstance, he just kind of didn't have a choice. Oh, I should explain that. He just
Well,
wasn't.
okay, so ban first patrol might sound crazy, but what I mean by that is we told him to not use a weapon. We told him to go level up and use a different weapon on PC patrols. Instead, he kept using a revolver all the time, jumping around, just doing anything but what he's supposed to be doing.
More context. He would specifically not show up until we had a nuclear patrol, knowing very well that we needed to have nuclear access, and it had been 7 months, and he was still doing
Oh yeah,
it.
I forgot about that one.
And there was other things too. He would show up just specifically to be like, "Hey, I can't get in." Okay. Switching screens. This is the first tape. Some of you in the other chat can see it, but for those who can't, this is the first tape.
You asked to see me, Elder Maxon?
I did. Come, Dance. We've lost contact with Recon Squad Artemis. It's been 3 years. No sign, no distress signal. Not a word since they entered the Malden area. They're either dead or worse.
I understand, sir. Do you have a new assignment in mind?
I'm forming a new unit, Recon Squad Gladius, and you, Paladin Dance, will lead it.
I'm honored, sir, but...
We haven't had a head paladin for years, Dance. We both know that. I haven't had one formally assigned since Elder Sarah Lyons. I think it's time that's changed after this assignment.
Then I will serve in whatever capacity you require.
Good. And I'm assigning you quarters, directly next to mine. You've earned it.
That's an honor, Elder.
You've earned more than just a room, brother. Tell me, Dance, how much do you really know about the Brotherhood's history?
I've studied it extensively. From the Great War to the rise of Lost Hills, the formation of the Midwestern and Mojave chapters.
Have you heard of the Montana Bunker?
Only rumors, nothing concrete.
But yet you've heard of the Mojave Bunker and Lost Hills?
Yes, Elder, those I know.
But have you ever heard of Warborn?
No, sir, I haven't.
In 2102, the Brotherhood was still under the command of High Elder Roger Maxon, our founder. But unknown to most, there was another. A secret. A legacy. Warborn was led by his illegitimate son, High Elder Skies Black. A warrior, a commander, and a ghost to history. Warborn was a special case, technically under Roger's command, but functionally independent. Their mission was larger than anyone realized.
2 High Elders? Wouldn't that fracture the Brotherhood?
Not if the second was Roger Maxon's blood. Warborn operated in Appalachia. They were the reason the world didn't fall apart in the decades after the Great War. The greatest warriors of that time, fighting against extinction, forging a legacy of their own. Their story didn't end. Their descendants still live today. They endure in the modern-day Warborn.
Why are you telling me this?
Because you asked. Because I feel like talking about it for once. I haven't felt like this since what happened to Sarah Lyons.
I'm sorry she died.
If only you knew the truth. In time, you might. Come with me. Brother, let me tell you the story. The story of Warborn.
Damn, that's it? Shit, it was getting good. Cliffhangers. Fuck cliffhangers.
How? Oh, that's change stream.
Hey, I need context. Who else heard it? Who heard it when they said Elder Lion? I heard that shit. I need context.
I've got a few bots I'm working on in the server, and that's the kind of audio logs I want to start producing instead of the one we did before. I feel like that's a lot more engaging with ambient sounds and able to hear what's going on.
I love the walking, and then like you can tell they went outside because you heard the vertebrates, and they walked back inside, and that was awesome. Really, really gets you immersed in what's going on.
Yeah. I'm glad people like it. That's kind of where I want to go. So like most of it will be comic based, but there'll be some spots in there where there'll be audio logs. And when there are audio logs, I want them to be of that quality.
Dude, what if you could mod the game? I know mods, you don't like mods. Mod them to have certain holotapes in '76 to play these.
I mean, I thought about it. It'd be possible because for context, what that is the Prid one is over the Capital Wasteland, and this is right before Dance gets sent into the Commonwealth, and they're talking about Warborn. Yes, it'll be put in the Warborn story. The old logs are going to be redone like that. And there's also a few retcons. Number one retcon I had to do, and some people don't like it, some people do like it, is originally Abigail Winter's father shoots her 8-year-old brother and mother, and when I drew them, and I drew them at point blank, I couldn't do it, man. I really couldn't. I didn't think like someone a general like that, like given what the Enclave is like they're supposed to be like the America bad guys, but they're not like the America like evil. Like that's like I just felt like pure evil. I just didn't feel like that would be appropriate. I just didn't make any sense to me. So I retconned that part. So maybe her backstory isn't as tragic as it was before, but it's just I feel like it'd be better overall. Because that means we get to use those characters later. Let me just check to see what this is going. After final words. Oh, okay. Okay. Alright, it's a good chance if there's anything left anyone needs to say, you can say it right now before we end it. It makes more realistic when you choice who is good and who's evil, not so obvious. Yeah, I guess it is more realistic. Yeah, I only have plans for one. So Winters has a large family. Winters has her father, her mother. She has a younger brother and a younger sister, and she has an older brother and an older sister. She's the middle child. Only one more person out of her bloodline will be joining Warborn. The rest of them will be Well, actually, that person will be joining Warborn briefly. What happens to their fate is entirely up to Warborn. You've already seen a picture of what she looks like in the orientation brief at organization. That's what Winter's sister is. That's her older sister. No, that's her younger sister. Yep. Alright, there's nothing else to say. I'm gonna go ahead and end this. And going to... Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna play the end credit. You'll be free to dismiss once this plays, and then when it's over, the channel will be closed.
Yeah, can't wait to hear the music. Also, can you download that full video so we can watch it in full, like, glory?
I can't. It was just really dark. I didn't. I'll be honest. I didn't get to do what I wanted for this month's meeting. I wanted it to be more, and I'm just gonna have to do better for next month. I'm gonna have to plan it a week in advance next month because I did not expect it to take that long. I was working on this meeting for like 24 hours.
Roger, Roger. Let's hear this mute. Let's hear this end credits.
Oh, it's just end credit music. There's nothing too special. All right, guys. I'll see you guys later.
I'm playing Perfect Dark Zero right now. Alright, y'all, let's go.